Hi my dear students, I am Kedarnath. Welcome to my channel Make Mathematics Simple. So now I am going to start coordinate system part 3. So in part 2 we have learned section formula and also harmonic conjugate points. So look at the next part. Suppose A given points are A and B whose coordinates are x1, y1 and x2, y2. So let P be a point on the segment AB which divides that AB in the ratio m is to n. Then using section formula, you got coordinates of P. Am I correct? How we got the coordinates of P? By using section formula. So now I am going to take some cases. The first case, the ratio in which x-axis divides AB is. Okay. Suppose this is the x-axis and say suppose this is the segment AB. Okay. Suppose the x-axis intersect the segment AB, say at P. Say the point P. Now we need to find that ratio. In what ratio x-axis divides the segment AB? In what ratio? AP is to PB. So that is, we are assuming that this ratio is m is to n. Now we have to find that ratio m is to n value, because here m is to n, that is unknown values. M and n values are unknown values, because we are assuming that that ratio is m is to n. This ratio is m is to n. So but we don't know what is m and what is n value. We have to find that m and n values in terms of the coordinates of A and B. How we can find? See, if you observe carefully, the point P lies on which axis? X-axis. The point P lies on which axis? X-axis. And on x-axis, which is 0? Y coordinate is 0. That is, the y coordinate of the point P will be 0. Using this condition, we are going to find the ratio in which x-axis divides the segment AB. That is, we are finding AP is to PB or M is to N value. Okay. So as the point P lies on x-axis, then automatically its y coordinate must be 0. What is its y coordinate? My2 plus ny1 by m plus n. It should be equal to what? 0. Okay. So m plus n you cross multiply, what you will get? My2 plus ny1 is equal to 0. Simplify this, then you will get m by n is equal to minus y1 by y2, or m is to n is equal to what you will get? Minus y1 is to y2. Okay, so this is the required ratio. So the ratio in which x-axis divides the segment AB bar is what? Minus y1 is to y2. Okay, that is minus of y1. Y1 is nothing but y coordinate of the first point is to y2. Y2 is nothing but y coordinate of the second point. So now we will use this as a shortcut formula to get the ratio in which x-axis divides the given segment AB. Okay. So what is the required ratio? Minus y1 is to y2. Okay. So look at the one example. Okay. So look at the example. Find the ratio in which x-axis divides the AB bar. Wait, the coordinates of A are 1, minus 3 and B are 4, 2. So if you take the first point as like x1, y1 and the second point like x2, y2, what will be the required ratio? The required ratio is what? Minus y1 is to y2. So that is equal to minus, what is y1? Minus 3 is to y2. What is y2? 2. So that is equal to minus of minus 3 plus 3 is to 2. So thus the required ratio is what? 3 is to 2. So x-axis divides the segment joining these 2 points in the ratio what? 3:2. Here you got ratio is positive. Hence the division will be internal division. Because the ratio we got positive, the division is internal division. If you got ratio negative, the division will be external division. Okay? So look at the next formula. So the ratio in which y-axis divides the segment AB. So this is the y-axis. Suppose say this is the segment AB. So then here suppose this y-axis, suppose the y-axis intersect AB segment say at P. Okay, y-axis intersect the segment AB say at P. That means y-axis divides the segment AB in the ratio AP is to PB. AP is to PB. Let it be this AP is to PB is M is to N. Now we have to find that M is to N value. Okay. Here also we assume that the y-axis, the line y-axis divides the segment AB in the ratio what? M is to N. Already A coordinates are what? X1, Y1. B coordinates x2, y2. Then P coordinates will be this one only now. And if you observe carefully, the point P lies on which axis? Y-axis. On y-axis, which coordinate 0? X coordinate is 0. That is, x coordinate of the point P will be 0. So using this condition, we are going to find the ratio in which y-axis divides the segment AB. Okay. So what is the condition here? X coordinate will be 0. X coordinate of the point P will be 0. Because P lies on what? Y-axis. Okay. So what is x coordinate? mx2 plus nx1 divided by m plus n. It should be equal to what? 0. Cross multiply. What do you get? mx2 plus nx1 is equal to 0 into m plus n. 0. Correct? So from this, what you will get? mx2 is equal to minus nx1, or we can write, so you cross multiply n here, then m by n is equal to minus x1. This x2 cross multiply, what you will get? x2. So thus m is to n is equal to what you are getting? Minus x1 is to x2. Okay, that is minus x coordinate of the first point is to x coordinate of the second point. Okay, so x-axis divides the segment AB in the ratio minus y1 is to y2, whereas y-axis divides the segment AB in the ratio what? Minus x1 is to x2. Understood? So find the ratio in which y-axis divides the segment AB where A point is 1 comma minus 3, B point is 2 comma minus 4. So just compare the given coordinates by what? First point is like x1, y1. Second point coordinates are x2, y2. And here x-axis or y-axis, y-axis. So for y-axis what you get? X coordinates or y coordinates? X coordinates. So the required ratio will be what? Minus x1 is to x2. So minus x1. What is x1 value? 1 is to x2 value 2. So what you are getting ratio? Negative. Minus 1 is to 2 means negative only na? So thus the division will be what? External division. So you can write the ratio minus 1 is to 2, or you can write like this 1 is to 2 externally. Okay. So y-axis divides the segment AB in the ratio what? 1 is to 2 externally, or you can write simply minus 1 is to 2. Okay. So look at the third case or third formula. The ratio in which the line AX plus BY plus C is equal to 0 divide the segment AB. Now here we have not taken x-axis or y-axis, we have taken some general line. Okay, so that means this is the say segment AB. So suppose say this is the line AX plus BY plus C is equal to 0. Suppose the line intersect the segment, AB at B. Then in what ratio this line divides the segment AB? In the ratio AP is to PB. Let it be this ratio is M is to N. Then the coordinates of P becomes what? This one. And if you observe carefully, P lies on which line? AX plus BY plus C is equal to 0. Then the coordinates of P satisfies the line equation AX plus BY plus C is equal to 0. Satisfying these coordinates, this line equation means instead of X and Y, we have to substitute what? X coordinate of P and Y coordinate of P in the line equation and simplify. You will get final answer. I am writing the ratio M by N or M is to N will be minus of excuse me, AX1 plus BY1 plus C by excuse me, AX2 plus BY2 plus C. So this is the required ratio. Sorry, minus of AX1 plus BY1 plus C by AX2 plus BY2 plus C. So you can remember this formula also easily. You have to remember only minus. So what is the line equation? AX plus BY plus C. Left side of the line equation. Okay. So right side should be always 0 only. Okay. What is the left side of the line equation? AX plus BY plus C. Instead of X and Y, what do you have to substitute? X1, Y1 to get numerator. And to get denominator, just instead of X and Y, what do we have to substitute? X2 and Y2. So that was the formula. Okay. So look at the example. Find the ratio in which the line 2x plus 3y minus 5 is equal to 0 divides the segment AB, where A and B. Okay. So you take the first x coordinates are x1, y1. Second point coordinates are x2, y2. And what will be the required ratio? What I said, the required ratio is equal to, just remember minus, open the bracket. And what is the left side of the expression in the line equation? What is the left side of the expression? 2x plus 3y minus 5. Because right side constant will be always 0. Suppose right side any constants are left, so you transfer it to the left side. Now what is the expression? 2x plus 3y minus 5. So how to get numerator? We have to replace x and y by what? x1, y1. Here x1, y1 are 1, 3. To get a denominator, in this expression we have to replace x and y by what? 2 and 4. So thus what will be the required ratio? Tell me. So 2 into x1, 1 plus 3 into 3 minus 5. Now in the same expression we have to replace x and y by what? x2 comma y2. Here 2 and 4. So 2 into 2 plus 3 into 4 minus 5. So minus of 2, 1 is 2, 3, 3 is 9. 2 plus 9, 11. 11 minus 5, 6. Divided by 2 2s are 4, 3 4s are 12. 4 plus 12, 16. 16 minus 5, 11. So minus 6 by 11, or we can write minus 6 is to 11, or you can write 6 is to 11 externally. So why we have to write externally? Because here what we got ratio? Negative. Okay, understood? So look at the next case. So let A is x1, y1, B is x2, y2 are the given points. P is a point whose coordinates are x comma y and collinear with what? A and B. So that means here you know the coordinates of A, coordinates of P and coordinates of B. Now you have to find ratio. That means you have to find in what ratio the point P divides the segment AB. So I am going to give direct shortcut formula. So that ratio will be what? Actually here AP is to PB, or we can write AP by PB. What is the ratio? AP is to PB or AP by PB. How we can find AP by PB value? In terms of the known values. Here what is the known? A point, P point and B point only known. But we don't know ratio. We have to find ratio. Okay. So the formula will be minus of what is the x coordinate of P? x minus, what is the x coordinate of A? x1 by x coordinate of P minus x coordinate of B. Okay, so minus of x coordinate of P minus x coordinate of A by x coordinate of P minus x coordinate of B. Even you can use y coordinates also. This ratio is also equal to minus of y minus y1 by y minus y2. Okay, either you can use x coordinates or y coordinates because they are collinear points now. So you will get both ratios will be same and they are equal to what? AP by PB. That is the ratio in which P divides the segment AB. So when we have to use this formula, if they have been A point, B point and also P point and they are asking ratio, in such case you have to use this formula. Understood? So look at the example. Suppose A point is given 1, 2, B point is given 5, 6 and B point is given 10, 11. Okay. So the question will be what? In what ratio the point P 5, 6 divides the segment AB, where A point is 1, 2, B point is 10, 11. So that required ratio AP by PB is equal to what? Minus x minus x1 by x minus x2. So here x1, y1 is what? 1, 2. X, y is what? 5, 6. X2, y2 is what? 10, 11. X minus x1. So 5 minus x1 is 1 divided by x minus x2. What is x? 5 minus x2. What is x2? 10. So minus 5 minus 1 is 4 divided by 5 minus 10 is minus 5. So minus 4 by minus 5 is 4 by 5. That means here P divides the segment joining A and B, that is 1, 2 and 10, 11 in the ratio 4:5. Over. These are the 4 different cases. Okay, understood? So look at the example. Find the harmonic conjugate of the point P 8, minus 2 with respect to the points A minus 1, 7 and the point B 5, 1. So what is the harmonic conjugate point? What is the harmonic conjugate point definition? We have learned. Suppose P is a point. This divides the segment AB in the ratio say m:n internally. Okay. Then the point say Q, which divides the segment AB in the ratio, same ratio m:n but externally, then this point Q is called harmonic conjugate of P with respect to the points A and B. Okay. Suppose if P divides AB bar in the ratio m:n externally, then Q has to divide in the same ratio what? Internally. So that means the harmonic conjugate point divides in the same ratio, but if P divides internally, Q must divide externally. If P divides externally, but Q has to divide internally. Okay. So first we will find in what ratio P divides the segment AB. Just we have used that formula, third case formula. I'm going to use the same that formula only. Okay. So A point. What is A point? Minus 1, 7. This is like x1, y1. B point 5, 1. This is x2, y2. This is a P point 8, minus 2. This is x, y. Okay. So first we are finding what? In what ratio P divides segment AB. Suppose if it is 2:3 externally, then Q point must be what? 2:3 internally. Now using section formula we can find coordinates of Q, and that Q becomes what? Harmonic conjugate of P with respect to the points A and Okay, so first I'm finding in what ratio P divides the segment AB. What is the formula? Minus of x minus x1, that is 8 minus of minus 1, that is 8 plus 1, divided by x minus x2, that is x1 8 minus x2 is 5. So what you are getting? Minus 9 divided by 3. So that is minus 3 by 1. So which can also be written as minus 3 is to 1 or 3 is to 1 externally. So P divides AB segment in the ratio 3 is to 1 externally. Then its harmonic conjugate point must divides in the same ratio 3 is to 1 but internally. Okay. So say Q is a point which divides the segment AB in the ratio 3 is to 1 internally. Then Q becomes what? Harmonic conjugate of P. Now I'm going to find Q coordinates using section formula. Okay. So now Q has to divide what? Q has to divide AB segment in the ratio 3 is to 1 internally. So using section formula, what you will get? mx2. So what is the coordinates of A? Minus 1 comma 7. Coordinates of B? 5 comma 1. mx2, 3 5s are 15 plus nx1, 1 into minus 1, minus 1, divided by m plus n, 3 plus 1, comma my2, 3 into 1, 3, plus ny2, 1 into 7, 7, divided by m plus n, that is 3 plus 1. So 15 minus 1 how much? 14, divided by 3 plus 1, 4. 14 by 4 is same as 7 by 2. Because 2 7s are 14, 2 2s are 4. 3 plus 7, 10. 3 plus 1, 4. 10 by 4. 2 5s are 10, 2 2s are 4. So 10 by 4 is same as 5 by 2. So the point 7 by 2 comma 5 by 2, nothing but Q, is harmonic conjugate of the point P with respect to the points A and B. Understood? So A, B and C are 3 consecutive vertices of a parallelogram. 3 consecutive vertices of a parallelogram. Then find the coordinates of the fourth vertex D. So 3 consecutive vertices of a parallelogram are given. We have to find fourth vertex. How to find fourth vertex? Sir, opposite sides are suppose you take fourth vertex as x comma y and opposite sides are equal, sir. Using distance formula equating and solving the equation will get. Okay, you will get the answer, no doubt, in that method. But it is a very longest method. But I am going to give one simplest method. So just using the fact that the diagonals of a parallelogram are bisect each other. Using that fact, you can find the fourth vertex immediately. Okay, so as diagonals of a parallelogram are bisect each other, then midpoints of the diagonals are same. So in A, if the given parallelogram is ABCD, then what are the diagonals? AC and BD. So as diagonals are bisect each other, midpoint of AC is same as midpoint of BD. Okay. So midpoint of AC, how we can find? Which is the formula? A plus C by 2. Okay. Midpoint of BD, how we can find? B plus D by 2. So 2 get cancelled. What we will get? A plus C is equal to B plus D. Thus the coordinates of D. We have to find D value only, na? So D is equal to what you will get? A plus C minus B. Okay. So thus the coordinates of D is equal to A. What are the coordinates of A? Minus 2 comma 3 plus C. C coordinates 2 comma minus 4 minus B. B coordinates are 3 comma 4. Just adding corresponding coordinates. Okay. Minus 2 plus 2, 0, minus 3. 0 minus 3, minus 3. 3 plus of minus 4. Plus into minus, minus. 3 minus 4, minus 1, minus 4. Minus 1 minus 4, minus 5. So thus the D coordinates are what? Fourth vertex is what? Minus 3 comma minus 5. Okay. So even in a rectangle, rhombus and square also diagonals are bisect each other. No? So if they have given either parallelogram or next to square or rhombus or rectangle, so to get the fourth vertex in all those four quadrilaterals, the method will be same. Fourth vertex is equal to what? A plus C minus B. Okay. So if you observe this figure, A, B, C, D parallelogram. So D is the unknown point. A point, B point, C points are given. Correct? Then we have to find D point. Okay. So without doing this everything, you can remember this fourth vertex formula like this. So here, which is the unknown vertex? D. What is the vertex exactly opposite to D? B. So to get the D coordinates, we have to add these two coordinates A plus C and subtract this exactly opposite to the unknown vertex D. Okay. So thus D is equal to what? A plus C minus B. Okay. So just you remember this logic. Because I am going to solve now one more problem, I am going to use that logic in this logic in that problem. Okay. Problem in this session. So given D coordinates, E coordinates and F coordinates, and those are the points which are the midpoints of the sides BC, AC and AB of the triangle ABC. Then find the coordinates of A, B and C. That means we have to find coordinates of vertices of the triangle A, B and C. So how we can find immediately and easily and simply? So to get the coordinates of the vertices A, B and C easily, see, first you join the midpoints. Okay, so join DE next to EF next to DF. Okay, so now how we can find A coordinates, B coordinates and C coordinates? See, if you look at this figure carefully, this A, E, D, F is a parallelogram. Am I correct? A, E, D, F. A, E, D, F is a parallelogram. Correct? In that we know three coordinates. Okay? We know 3 points coordinates and we have to find fourth point. We have to find fourth point. That fourth point is nothing but one of the vertex of triangle. So particularly what is that? Vertex A. Now here in this parallelogram, which is the unknown vertex? A. And what is the vertex opposite to A? D. Then how we can find A coordinates? Adding these 2 points and subtracting D from that. Okay. First we have to add E and F, and from this result we have to subtract D to get A. Because A is the unknown vertex, D is the vertex opposite to this unknown vertex. Okay. So thus A coordinates, how we can find A coordinates? E plus F minus D. What is E? 3, 5 plus F 4, 8 minus D 2, 3. So 3 plus 4, 7, 7 minus 2, 5. 5 plus 8, 13, 13 minus 3, 10. So thus A coordinates are 5, 10. Now next B coordinates. So for to get B coordinates, observe B, D, E, F. B, D, E, F. This is also a parallelogram. In this parallelogram, B is the unknown vertex. What is the vertex opposite to this unknown vertex? E. So how we can find this B adding F and D? In that result, we have to subtract this E, correct? So thus B is equal to what you will get? B is equal to D plus F minus E. What is D? 2, 3 plus F 4, 8 minus E minus 3, 5. So 2 plus 4, 6, 6 minus 3, 3. 3 plus 8, 11, 11 minus 5, 6. Thus B coordinates are what? 3, 6. Similarly C coordinates. What is the vertex opposite to C? F. So that means we have to add. We have to add D and E because this is also parallelogram. C, E, F, D. This is also parallelogram. C is the known vertex. To get C coordinates, we have to add D and E and we have to subtract in that result F. Okay. So 2 plus 3, 5. 5 minus 4, 1. 3 plus 5, 8. 8 minus 8, 0. So thus the coordinates of vertices of the triangle ABC are A is 5, 10, B is 3, 6 and C is 1, 0. So that's it. Over.